Hello everyone, my name is AP the Weird One, and we are back for the finale of Yandere. She Chased Me from Another World. We've got the continuation of the beach scene, and we have the ultimate conclusion. What happens between Hinata and Belle. So let's get into it. This was a good episode overall. I had some very funny moments, especially with certain Dolphin. Yeah, so this scene right here, it doesn't happen right away, but they're on the beach, they're in the water having some fun, and this dolphin comes up and says hello and everything. And let's just say the creators understood the assignment. They know who was best girl. Anyway, so a couple things, in the beginning we see some nice shots of May and also Cecilia. We'll get into this a little later, but kind of the overall structure is, beach time. Maribel can't swim, so he wants to use magic. Says no to that. They fun to have the water on a little raft getting pulled around. See Dolphin. We get back on the beach. Take a little break, energize, have a little bit of food. Then we have Then we have a little bit of race, followed by a very funny scene, which we'll get into. Then we have the ultimate conclusion of Mirabelle and Hinata confessing to each other. The confession actually, Hinata's confession actually takes Mirabelle off for surprise. Like, she wasn't exactly expecting that, but she wanted to say it again, and so they're confirmed to be a couple. There is a couple scenes from the manga that we are missing from the second part of chapter 11. That I think are a little bit worth noting. Then we get cut back to school. They're kind of being a little bit lazy, and at the very end, after dinner, they have sex. Yeah, it's very implied that they have sex. The lighting changed and everything, and very much they go down. And Mirabelle definitely goes down on him, and so that was about it. I did appreciate the lighting. The lighting was very nice. It was very nice, like the purple and having the show of her red eyes. Like those love scenes is very good. But she also talked about having family and everything, and it was kind of a cute moment. Now we'll talk about the nicety. So this scene where they're on the riding on a banana floater going through the water. That's a really fun moment. I like their expressions. They seem very happy. Of course, seeing that precious dolphin, but in the beginning, we do see some nice fan service of, Cecilia laying on the beach. This is a very nice one. We have May. This is not the best shot of May from this episode, which I will show, but a very nice side profile, a little bit lower angle, and we also get to see see Mirabelle trying to swim and everything over there. Later on, they do have a race, and Mirabelle in this angle is actually perfection. You'll see the little bit of feet, everything. It's a good shot. Now, remember that dolphin? Well, that dolphin decides to help Sakura and Mirabelle win the race. However, everything does have a price. Now, what I'm going to show you comes a little bit afterwards, but that dolphin steals someone's top. That, of course, is Sakura's top, because the dolphin knows she is best waifu. She also the dolphin understood that probably her swimsuit was the easiest to get off fairly easily. But yeah, we have arguably Sakura's one of the best boob shots. I don't know. I was looking through the others before I recorded this, and just something about this profile, this kind of angle and profile shot right here is very nice. I very much liked it. I'm like, all right. We got a little bit of belly button. We see the nipples. It was all in good taste. Mind you, there could have been a little extra, but, otherwise, very nice scene. Everybody kind of turns away, and they determine that they need to get it back. Sakura is not happy about it, but they use magic in order to get it back. You would think the dolphin might be able to outrun them, considering it's the water, and dolphins can move very fast. Or even when Cecilia uses magic to make the dolphin get up in the air, would put up more of a fight. I don't know. Dolphins are mean suckers, so you would think it would want to do more, but at the end of the day, it was a small dolphin. They get the swimsuit back. Sakura is not happy how they manhandled her swimsuit, but hey, It happens. I'm kind of glad the creators just gave us this nice moment. I mean, they give soccer a lot of good fan servicey moments, and this one just felt very nice and like out in the open. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. It was a nice moment. But pretty much that. I mean, we have the confession. That's all in dandy. We see everybody kind of moving on their lives. Sakura continues to work on her manga. May is, she's made a collaboration video of the beach time, and Cecilia's going to still work. So, overall, for the series, except for the first episode, I thought it was a little bit messy. This is a good series. Oh, there is one other aspect I will show off. I completely forgot. That was actually a bit of a tender moment, but I don't know. This was a fun episode. I fine series. 6 out of 10. Not my favorite of the fan service series, but still pretty nice. I mean, 10 episodes. We got a point across. We get a good bunch of characters, but a couple of things that I did miss. So right before the confession, they use the slang "put it on gram," and it's basically put it onto Instagram. Kind of a nice way of not necessarily. If you don't know what it means, okay, but if you do know, it's like, oh, it's a nod thrown on Instagram. And also from the manga, they find a sea slug. And then we also have the shot at the very end. I think this was a tender moment. I kind of wish this was there instead of the school, instead of the going to school moment. I kind of would have preferred this. I don't know. We see him on the traveling on the home, and then that's when you have the and following that is when you have the sex scene, whatever implied sex scene. And they do kiss, but it's from a distance of afar. That said, I'm done with the episode. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the series. I'll see you guys next time for my anime reviews. I got, a couple more this week, and I wanted to get this one I want to get this one on Sunday just because it's just the end. We still have Gundam G Quacks, and we also have Rock as a Ladies Mossy, which might get delayed depending on how things go on Thursday morning. I'm not sure. We shall see. I've got to plan accordingly. But yeah. Anyway, hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of the Sunday. Eat well and make sure your Monday is off to a good start. Anyway, see ya.